Hey, thank you for entering your email address. Really means a lot to me. What that says to me is that you're ready to hear a message coming from my mouth. So that's a pretty heavy weight on my shoulders, knowing that whatever it is that I'm about to tell you needs to really penetrate and permeate into your heart and into your soul. So today's message is about faith. Last night I was feeling extremely discouraged. I have recently taken on a ginormous business venture. Something that just seemed so simple has turned complicated. Now, don't get me wrong, the complication is not because the business itself is complicated. The complication is because I am lacking in skills and I need to learn these skills. I know that you can relate. You've probably taken on things that you thought were going to be something simple, but it just turns out that you need to learn a few things, right? Before you start to see things happening. Well, as you're learning these things, you kind of see the people above you who are just really killing it. They're rocking it, and you're just like, how do I get there? Well, what do I do? How does that happen? And the reality of it is that we're human and we start to feel discouraged. So today's message is about faith. I woke up this morning talking to my husband and explaining to him these things, and he's just such an awesome man. I love him so much. And he was telling me about the story of David and Goliath and how David had so much faith. So I wanted to share with you through this version of the Bible called The Message, which I really love because it speaks plain English. I love it. Okay, so bear with me here. We're about to read. So check this out. All right. So one day Jesse told David, his son, "Take this sack of cracked wheat and these 10 loaves of bread and run them down to your brothers in the camp. And take these 10 wedges of cheese to the captain of their division. Check in on your brothers to see whether they are getting along all right. And let me know how they're doing. Saul and your brothers and all the Israelites in their war with the Philistines in the Oak Valley." So in other words, you're the water boy. Go take this small job and go get it done, all right? You're the little guy at this point. So David, he was up at the crack of dawn. He was ready. He was like, let's do this. So David was up at the crack of dawn and, having arranged for someone to tend his flock, took the food and was on his way just as Jesse had directed him. David had a flock. He was a shepherd. Cute little boy. All right, so he arrived at the camp just as the army was moving into battle formation, shouting the war cry. Israel and the Philistines moved into position, facing each other, battle ready. David left his bundles of food in the care of a sentry, ran to the troops who were deployed, and greeted his brothers. While they were talking together, the Philistine champion, Goliath, y'all know Goliath of Gath, stepped out from the front lines of the Philistines and gave his usual challenge. All right, so here it is. Here's the big guy coming out, right? The Israelites, okay, David heard him. And the Israelites, to a man, fell back the moment that they saw the giant, totally frightened. All right, guys, so here it is. Here's the discouragement. The talk among the troops was, "Have you ever seen anything like this? This man openly and defiantly challenging Israel? The man who kills a giant will have it made. The king will give him a huge reward." My bad. Oh, the king was actually going to offer his daughter as a bride, and give his entire family a free ride. So David, who was talking to the men standing around him, asked, "What's in it for the man who kills the Philistine and gets rid of this ugly blot on Israel's honor?" So this little kid is serious. He's like, y'all need to get rid of this fool. So who does he think he is anyways, this uncircumcised Philistine, taunting the armies of God alive? He's speaking up here, okay, this little tiny kid here. They told him what everyone was saying about the king, about what the king would do for the man who killed the Philistine. Eliab, his older brother, heard David fraternizing with the men and lost his temper. All right, so here's the older brother. He's like, "What the heck are you even doing here? Alright? It's like, go away. Why aren't you minding your own business? Tending to that scrawny flock of sheep that you got. I know what you're up to. You've come down here to see the sights, hoping for a ringside seat in a bloody battle. That's just messed up. And David was like, what is it with you? All I did was ask a question. So anyways, ignoring his brother, he turned to someone else. He's like, whatever. Turned to someone else, asked the same question, and got the same answer as before. The things that David was saying were picked up and reported to Saul. Saul sent for him. Master, said David, don't give up hope. I'm ready to go and fight the Philistine. He's so cute. Saul answered David, you can't go and fight that Philistine, boy. You crazy? You're too young and inexperienced. And he's been at this fighting business since before you were even born, you fool. And David said, I've been a shepherd tending sheep for my father. Whenever a lion or a bear came and took a lamb from the flock, I'd go after it, knock it down, and rescue the lamb. If it turned on me, I'd grab it by the throat, wring its neck, and then kill it. Lion or bear, I don't care what it is. Lion, bear, oh my, it made no difference. I killed it. And I'll do the same to this Philistine pig who has been taunting the troops of God alive. God, who delivered me from the teeth of the lion and the claws of the bear, will deliver me from this Philistine. So guys, he was in the cut, doing all this big old work, right? He was defending himself, right? Are you in the cut? Let me just ask you that. All right, you may not be in the limelight right now. People may not know who you are, right? You see all these big guys up there, the gurus, and they're all being recognized, and there's this huge thing going on, all this hype, and here you are, working and doing what it is that you're doing. You're not being recognized. I feel you. That was David. He was going around killing bears and tigers and whatever the heck it was out there, lions and bears and everything. But you know what? He was doing. Not only that, God was recognizing that. All right, He was watching him. So pay attention. I'm almost done here. Hold up. All right, so. Okay, Saul said, go ahead, and God help you. Then Saul outfitted David as a soldier in armor. He put his bronze helmet on his head and belted his sword on him over the armor. David tried to walk, but he could hardly budge. Let me ask you a question. Are you trying to be like the gurus? Because that's what he was doing in essence. He was putting on the armor that everybody else was putting on, and he just didn't fit in. He didn't fit in. I am sending you the same message. All right. Sometimes you're not gonna look like these people. So stop trying. You gotta be who God made you to be. You gotta be you. Okay. But he wasn't budging. So David told Saul, I can't even move with all this stuff on me. I'm not used to this. And he took it all off. Take it off, y'all. Take it off. What you think it looks like, that's not. It doesn't fit in your your life. See what I'm saying? You gotta do what it is that your personality. Bring out your personality. All right. Your skills and what you're good at. Let's see here. So David took it off, right? Then David took his shepherd's staff. He selected 5 smooth stones from the brook and put them in the pocket of his shepherd's pack. And with his sling in his hand, approached Goliath. As the Philistine paced back and forth, his shield bearer in front of him, he noticed David, and he took one look down on him and sneered. A mere youngster, apple-cheeked and peach-fuzzed. The Philistine ridiculed David. Look at this little one. Oh, he's so cute. Look at all the little things that he's doing. Right? So, am I a dog that you come after me with a stick? He said. And he cursed him by his gods. Come on, said the Philistine. I'll make roadkill of you for the buzzards. I'll turn you into a nasty morsel for the field mice. So he's threatening David at this point. David answered, You come at me with a sword and a spear and battle axe, and I come at you in the name of God of the angel armies, the God of Israel's troops, whom you curse and mock. This very day, God is handing you over to me. I'm about to kill you and cut your head off. and serve your body and the bodies of your Philistine buddies to the crows and the coyotes. Don't underestimate me, fool. The whole earth will know that there's an extraordinary God in Israel, and everyone gathered here will learn that God doesn't save by means of sword or spear. The battle belongs to God. He's handing you to us on a platter. The battle belongs to God. All right? That roused the Philistine, and he started towards David. David took off from the front line, running toward the Philistine. David reached into his pocket for a stone, slung it, and hit the Philistine hard in the forehead, bing, embedding the stone deeply into his head. The Philistine crashed face down in the dirt. That's how David beat the Philistine, with a sling and a stone. He hit him and killed him. No sword for David. Then David ran up to the Philistine and stood over him. He pulled the giant's sword from its sheath and finished the job by cutting off his head. When the Philistines saw that their great champion was dead, they scattered, running for their lives. So they ran into the woods. They were like, oh my goodness, this little tiny guy. So, are you the little guy? Because I know at this point right now, in my business venture, I'm the little guy. And this is speaking in all honesty, and we're going into 12 minutes here, and I'm not trying to waste your time here. But I encourage you to continue on. Listen, guys, don't fall in love with the company. That's what my husband said. Don't fall in love with the company, fall in love with the industry. And take advantage of whatever tools and resources it is that you do have. So I'm going to share with you a secret. All right, I am making money online. And I am a part of a team build at this point in this industry, and it has been a blessing. So I have invested very little money into it, and I have made a lot back very quickly. So, and this is residual income every single month. So the reason why this video is private is because I don't want to step on any toes here, but it's the pebbles. You know what I mean? You're looking at the sword right now. They're trying to, you're trying to get all suited up to go tackle this huge giant. But you know what? Sometimes you don't underestimate the pebbles. Don't underestimate the little things in life. Okay, keep your options open to other things. All right. So with that being said, if you're interested in what it is that I'm doing, something, again, like I said, it is a team build. You do have 100% people behind you. So people are putting people underneath people, and they're building each other up. Now, I invite you to watch the video. Like I said, it's a very small investment, a one-time not one time, reoccurring, but it will never go over $100. So, you do make your money back. I'm not saying that this is free, but you do make your money back. And with that being said, you do save money. There's things that you could save money on. It's a really cool business adventure. And the money that you do make, you can use that to invest into the bigger things, into the bigger company, whatever it is that you're doing, to buy more products or to buy more training tools and stuff like that. So it's definitely something that you can count on. All right. So enter your email below or watch the video. Actually, no, don't enter your email. I will be sending you some more information. But watch the video. I'll put the link somewhere, up, down, left, right. I don't know where the heck it is. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. It's time to tackle that Goliath. Faith. Have faith. Just know that big things are coming your way, and that you're equipped. You're fully equipped. Just not in the way that everybody else is equipped. Alright? So thank you so much. This is going into 15 minutes. This is probably the most time that I've ever taken from you. I appreciate you being here. And I will see you mañana. Love you. Bye.